Random Stranger, and I'm playing Randomized Link to the Past. And for those who stumbled onto this video unaware of what it is, the positions of all the items in the game have been randomized. Now originally, this mod was intended for speedrunners. Give them something a little bit more interesting to race with. And while I'm not a speedrunner, my best time to complete the game randomized is 2 hours 23 minutes. If I can do this in under 2:30, I'm planning on posting this video, so I guess you'd know if I get that, do that well. There's a few gameplay changes right off the bat. You don't get the shield initially. You do get a light source in the light world. So when I go into the catacombs here, I'll have a little cone of light in front of me. The first few minutes aren't tremendously different from regular play. One of the big things that's going to be different here is that I need to find some bombs early on. You can't find them until you buy them, of course. Town. So, blue mail. That's a good item to start with. No complaints there. Actually, it makes me a little bit nervous, because if I'm get something like that now, it means I might get crap later on. Find out. There's definitely worse starts out there. The current revision of the mod changes things up so that it's always progressive. You get the next level of the armor, and rather than just finding the blue and red armor separate, you get the next level of the sword rather than finding the level 4 sword right off the bat. Same thing for the shields. There is a trick to the shields, though, that you can bypass some stuff. I'm playing with the normal difficulty mod. I found that the harder ones don't actually make the game that much harder, they just make it more grindy. Okay, I still need bombs though. That means I'm going to have to kill some rats and cobras as I go through the tunnel. I also need to get 100 rupees before I get to town, but that's a lot more likely to occur just walking around, so I shouldn't have to grind for that. One of the big things that I'm going to be trying to do as I rush here is mitigate the number of dungeons I have to visit. Technically, it is very possible that I will not have to complete any of the dungeons that have medallion drops. But you can never be sure. That is one of the big challenges of Randomized Zelda, is you just don't know. If something is good as hiding in the Master Sword pedestal, then I'm going to have to visit all 3 of those. start trying to collect some bombs. Let's see here if I get lucky. Don't care about arrows. Whatever. You can go. Worst case scenario, in the actual wet areas, I'll just beat up some guys, but... No bombs. Only is one, guys. Come on. Always walking around at the edge here. This is going to be the key. There had to be a key to get out of this room, and since it wasn't in any of the previous chests, it had to be the key. And sometimes, just by deduction, you'll know what's going to be in a place. I'm going to have to try this because I have to get a bomb, and this is too much of an opportunity to whack a bunch of guys. Come on. There we go, got my bomb. Alright. I need more bombs, if you want to be really technical, but I'm not going to grind for them in the sewer. That's silly when I only need one here, and I may get what I need out of a treasure chest. Whoop. I'm going to take that just because I don't want it fading out on me while I collect this key. I'm going to need 3 bombs in town. I'd also like to have a bottle before I get to town, but that's really unlikely. Permanent arrow increase. Junk. Moon Pearl! Yay! Moon Pearl's actually kind of valuable now. Because you need it to get around to the Dark World, and you can wind up in the Dark World super early if you get the right items. There's nothing like being stuck and having to look for that Moon Pearl. The item you don't care about when you play normally. Okay. I'd like to have my cash a little bit higher than what it is, but I could get lucky. Alright, we're going to check out the Woodcutter's Cave because it's going to tell me if I need to go through Hyrule Castle. This is something where I'm really hoping he's got junk sitting there. Even if it's a piece of the heart, I'm not going to bother. Early on, my primary task is going to be to try to collect as much as I can. It looks like a rupee. Okay, we are not doing the castle unless I get really stuck then. It's always possible that a required item will be at the edge of the pyramid, and I don't get another way to get into the Dark World, but that's really unlikely. So, we're probably skipping tower. Whoop, we're going to go over here first because this will make it easier to get out. If I had the dictionary, I could look on the Master Sword pedestal and find out what's there, and that would tell me if I need to even bother collecting medallions. But getting lucky with the health. So lots of luck with the health, not so much lucky with anything else. I can survive, but I can't move fast or get into anything. Okay. Went the wrong way. It's alright, we're gonna go around here. We're out. Okay. I need $100 for the vendor. There's going to be $30 in the basement. guaranteed. Ooh, hook shot. Okay. Oh, master sword. We're doing good. Bow. We can complete a dungeon. And we need to take a look once I'm out of here to see where everything is, because that's going to start making some differences. Red mail. I'm indestructible, except for the fact that I don't have a shield. I can buy a shield in town, but it's not a good idea. At least, not immediately. So let's take a look here. Green pendant still in the original spot. We got crystals elsewhere. The green pendant dungeon's the only one I can complete at the moment, and I'm going to avoid that unless I have to. Blue cane, that's not horrible. Could use more magic though if I was gonna do that. Okay, I need 5 more, thank you. Alright. Now I need $50 for a shield, $500 for Zora, $110 for the monkey, assuming I don't get hit walking over there, which I really shouldn't. Shovels, handy. Okay. Ooh, I don't have a bottle. They changed the bug catching kid so that you have to give him a bottle for him to give you his item. Hammer. Alright. We got stuff that'll let me into a lot of places if I can get a little bit more equipment. The big thing I'm missing now are some gloves. I don't have any bombs! Okay, we're gonna do something stupid. Well, that did not work. Alright, we're gonna move on then. Alright. Alright, you listening to me, it's your responsibility to remind me that I still have to go into the chicken house. And while I can get to the altar, I can't do anything there. I want to take a look at the library to see if there's anything nice I can do here. I don't have bombs to get into that place, so 1 rupee, we're not going there. Alright, so the maze race is also off the table until I find another bomb. Because I can't dash either at the moment. Come here, you. Give me your stuff. Dang it. Okay, I was trying to be clever. Okay, I'm in so much trouble with items left behind. That's permanent upgrade, not quantity that I have at the moment, so doesn't really help me. We are going to the southeast portion of the lake. It's a place you have to visit once, and it's better to do it in one quick trip and get it over with. Technically, these guys can drop bombs. I need that cash, because I can buy bombs if I get enough cash. There's the 2 branching paths there, one to the left, one to the right. I try to do them separately because if I... Oh, crap, this request requires bombs. Okay, guess we're going the other way. Even the ice dungeon entrance requires bombs. I'm just getting no luck with my bombs at the moment. If I had cash, this was something I could do. Not my intended plan. Alright. A bottle. Alright, so when we get back to town, I can talk to the kid and he'll give me something. What's What's in my bottle? My bottle's empty. I actually have to have something in the bottle for him. Which means $150 to buy a potion with. That guy can drop bombs, that's why I was trying to do that. Alright, we're gonna try the palace over here. Can't get into the palace without the dictionary, of course, but there's a bombable wall. Crap. Okay, doesn't do me any good. Even that guy is only bombable wall. Alright, I'm gonna walk because I need cash now desperately. This has become a serious issue. And of course, this is completely random. This isn't part of the randomizer. This is just sheer bad luck. Okay, we got one bomb. I'm going to the generous guy. He's got 5 chests. Two bombs. Okay, I can get into the ice cavern. Alright. If you come into here, of course, you can walk along the bottom wall. Ooh. Need those. Wow, it is... could use the cash, but $5 is not worth the long walk around. Alright, power glove. Now we got some stuff. We can do some damage here. Okay, assuming nothing else happens, I'm going up the mountain next. While I technically can't do the Tower of Hera, well, I can't be guaranteed to do the Tower of Hera, I can get into it and collect a lot of stuff on the way. So, not the best choice, but I don't have a whole lot of options at the moment. And that's Random Zelda for you. Sometimes you just gotta pick the best of a bunch of bad options. I need a fire source to be guaranteed. Okay. Now, super useful feature. I can choose where to start from. Oops, let me recharge my health before I walk out of the room. Okay. I'm tempted to walk back to town to get a shield, but I can buy a shield on Death Mountain. So... which, again, isn't the smartest plan to have, especially when I'm, I was going to say just about out of bombs, but, right. The old man will give me something, we'll find out. Hopefully it's 3 bombs, which is unusual to hope for that, but I am that desperate for bombs. We're going to get the item at the cave at the top first, because it also lets me check out silver arrows, no complaints there. And I have the bow for him, too. There, that looks a little bit prettier, doesn't it? Okay, so anybody who's vulnerable to arrows is gonna have a bad day. I don't have the mirror, so I don't want to go into the dark world here. If I'm coming through this way, I'll get that, but it's not something I have to collect. Okay. Yeah, all the defense I could possibly want. Not doing so great on other things. That's alright, we'll make it. I could use the portal in town. That's alright. Something here, yeah. Here is the 7 crystal. The 5 and 6 crystals are the important ones, because they let you get the big bomb. Alright, we can go down all the way. I hate those squirrels so much. It's been one of my precious 2 bombs. Magic powder, there we go. Now we can go underneath the well. And we have enough cash that we can actually do some stuff. I got it already. Oop. There we go. Now I've got enough of a bomb buffer that I'm not going to run out immediately. Hey, tempered sword. No shield, but I am ready to rock. We are going to go buy a shield right now. Oh, that jerk. Okay. Should I buy bombs? Should I put... No, I'm not going to touch any of that stuff. The reason why is I have to save up, 500 rupees right now for Zora. And if I get flippers right now, it'd be really useful to go there. So we are sticking to this plan. Now I need to look over here. Okay, I don't need to get that. That's good. That'll save me a little bit of time. Hookshot cave. Do not get anything else. Alright, here we go. This is a bit of a gamble. Not a huge one. Oh, it's not paying off yet. There can be 2 items in this dungeon, I think. Note. Got the master key. Good sign. Okay. Technically, that's kind of bad, because it means that there's almost definitely something in the basement here, which means I'm going to have to revisit. But we're going to stick with what we got for now. Cash. And the bombs. Alright. Alright, we're probably out of bomb trouble for the rest of the game. I need to flip that because I'm going to fall down there and otherwise I'd get stuck. Around, good. Take out the hook shot, wait for the spark. Junk. Uh-oh. That was 20 bucks I just got. What was the other item I picked up? Was it the map a second ago? That'd be super bad. Okay. Oh, no, I picked up bomb upgrade. Great, I picked up my 2 items in this dungeon. Alright, this dungeon has nothing else in it. Which means the boss is going to drop a key. And the basement is going to have a map. My only concern here is I've had some really bad luck with the random movements of this guy lately. Jerk. Yep, that's the key to the basement. But the basement only has a map in it, so we are done with Tower of Hera. And next we're heading to Thieves' Town, because that is a place I can get into. And while we are in town... we're going to try a couple more things. Alright, until I get the whistle, that save and quit is going to be my major source of transportation. And without the mirror, saving and quitting was also how I get out of the Dark World. Okay, before I go out, I need to go do the chicken house and talk to the bug catching kid. By the way, you were supposed to remind me of the chicken house, and shame on you that I had to tell myself that. Okay, bug catching kid was not worth it. I should also take a look at the shop just below me, see if I can buy a shield there. If I can't, I know I can buy one in the Dark World. For what it's worth, the fairy fountain that can give you the arrow and bomb upgrades still is there. It's just it doesn't give those upgrades to you anymore. It used to give you one, but they at least fixed it so that you really, really shouldn't do that. Okay. We are off to the Dark World. Don't have Titan's Mitt, so I'm kind of limited in what I can collect in the Dark World, but I'm going to do a little bit of wandering before I go into the Thieves Dungeon, I think. Thieves Dungeon is my next planned destination. We're going to actually take a good look here to see if it's worth it. Okay, bang, boom. Alright, it is not worth a trip. I might go in and take a look at the first few rooms. Good, Turtle Rock has a medallion in it. That means I can skip that dungeon, probably. That also means that I don't have to get the ice rod. So if they were being really cruel, they might make it a required item there. Okay, so there's the Thieves Dungeon. We're not going in yet. We're going to check this guy out. This is guaranteed to give you the item in either the first or second chest. So it was one of those. Otherwise, you'd be going forever going, well, did I get the item? I don't know. It could have been that 1 rupee I grabbed. Okay, this is that funky house. Up. Oh, I forgot to go over and do the maze race, but that's okay. Watch the maze race turn out to be the mirror. Well, I am armed to the teeth now. That's nice, but it doesn't really help me a whole lot when I don't have anything else. Okay. Hi, I'd like to buy a shield. Thank you. Okay. So, probability is that I'm not going to find anything going this way. Well, there's, I want to say 10 items I can pick up by walking this direction. Let's see, there's 5 over there. No, I guess 7 is the immediate, because I don't have any of the other ancillary items I need. Again, guaranteed drop after a certain number of digging. And at least for the rupees, you'll see a little should be coming up any second now. There it is. Okay, that's useful. No complaints there. I have an empty bottle even, so next fairy I see is getting in my bottle. Both my bottles are empty, so... Alright. Nothing great there, but we got... the other generous guy. Dang it! Why don't you stop me? I even had it out and ready to go. You're not that generous, jerk. Okay, let's see. Flippers, now we can get around. Currently debating going to the northeast. I can upgrade my shield immediately, which is really good idea before I go into Thieves Town. So that's what we're doing. I started down here so I can take a quick look in the lake. I'm going to restart at the sanctuary in a second, I think. Because it's faster than getting back out from here. Okay, 3 bombs, that's skippable. Well, now it's skippable. for now? The mirror. Alright. Now we're really off to a start. So, we have to save and quit. We need to go to the sanctuary. We need to go back to the town portal. Let's go ahead and fill up. I can't dash, but the reason I'm doing... No, I can't get through there because it requires a Titan's Mitt or dash. Shoot. I wish I had thought about that beforehand, because I'll have to use the whirlpool down there, and there's no whirlpool up to the catfish. Okay, well, still, this is a better option for me at the moment than just hanging out. And you know what? I'm so miffed at myself over this, I think I'm going to go to Thieves Town without that. It's a gamble. Oh, I don't... okay. There's 4 possible items hidden in Thieves Town. It's a relatively short dungeon. Oh, with the equipment I have, I could do the Swamp Palace right now, too. Alright, that's my next destination. I forgot. Jump down here. Get that. 1 item. One of the chests in this initial area has to be the big key. Two items. So one of the next 2 chests has to be the big key. There's no way around it. I think I'm going to keep going in here because I can move through it kind of quickly. This isn't a terribly difficult dungeon. There's the big key. And now I can warp out it just as soon as I know I have all the items. Hopefully, blind is not the last item. It's kind of a gamble. When you're trying to go fast to do an extra dungeon. But sometimes it pays off, because you never know where the items are going to be hidden. And I really hope blind is not the last item, since I don't have any fairies or potions in my bottles. There! It occurred to me as I was complaining that I could do that. Alright. Now I've got safety. chests to check in the basement. None of them have to be keys. There's one more key door. So someone has the map. Huge gamble at this point. Okay, there's one of the items. One more item. If it's in the next chest, then I'm good to go. If it's not, then I have to go fight blind. 50-50. We're outie.